Hi again. In this lesson, let's look at the other functions in the ifs family. Like the sum version, the process is similar, scanning rows, testing conditions, and identifying qualifying records. There are versions for count, average, max, and min. They all work in a similar fashion. They can process up to 100 conditions. It's the final action in each one that is different. For example, the count version counts matching records. Here is the generic structure for the count version. You give me a range to examine along with a criteria for that range. You can give me up to 99 other criteria range and criteria, and I will process them all instantly. I then return the number of matching records. Here is the generic structure for the average version. It calculates the average of qualifying values. The first range is the range of values you want me to find the average off, followed by up to 99 other criteria range and criteria. You can see the max and MN are similar to the previous ones. Let's look at some examples. We will use the same conditions for each function. The conditions are here. The department will be finance. The location will be New York, and the final condition is that the hire date is after 1st January 2023. Here is the COUNTIFS example. The user wants to know how many employees do we have in the finance department in our New York office who were hired after January 1st, 2023. Here is average ifs function. Note the first argument is the range E3 to E15, the values we want to find the average off. The user wants to know the average salary of employees in the finance department in our New York office who were hired after January 1st, 2023. And finally, here is our MAXIFS function. Its structure should now be very familiar to you. In this function, the user wants to know the highest salary in the finance department in our New York office for those hired after January 1st, 2023. Now watch me as I process these three functions simultaneously. Remember, I will check every single record from the top of the list to bottom. If a field of a record is a match, I will color it green, if not red. When I come across a record that has 3 qualified matches, that is, all conditions have been met, I will highlight the complete row in green, and I will drag the relevant value into my memory. Let's start. Match here, I will drag the values over. Another match here, and another match. Another match here. I will drag it over. We have all the values over here as my memory. The final process will now take place, and this is where the functions act differently. The COUNTIFS function simply adds all the values, so we have 4. There are 4 employees in the finance department in our New York office who were hired after January 1st, 2023. The average function adds all the values together and then divides by the number of values. So the average salary of staff in the finance department in our New York office, hired after 1st January 2023, is $53,625. The max function simply takes the biggest value from the list of values. So the biggest salary in the finance department in our New York office for those hired after January 1st, 2023 was $58,000. In summary, you can see the filtering movement is almost always the same. We all scan rows, apply conditions, and identify qualifying records. The difference is the final action. Think of the ifs, family-like specialists. COUNTIFS asks, how many rows qualify? Average ifs asks, what is the average qualifying value? MAXIFS asks, what is the largest qualifying value? And MINIFS asks, what is the smallest qualifying value?
Whether you're looking to improve your own Excel skills or train an entire team, we've built a practical course for real-world Excel users. Our 6-level online program takes learners from beginner to advanced and now includes using Excel with AI, ensuring every skill level is covered. For businesses and universities, we support groups from 3 users to over 1,000. Managers can track progress, monitor results, and see team performance in real time. Course levels include online exams, and learners who achieve 75% receive an automatically generated CPD-certified Excel certificate. Individual and corporate group licenses available. Learn Excel. Work faster.